Hello and welcome to a State of Balance mod video. It's been a while since we've done these. This was a game on Borneo that we did earlier this month. Status of the balance mod, we're still working on the webpage. It's getting close to finish, just need some better art before we release it. So in this video, we're going to be working on having a look at the engineer teleporter speed pad setup, which is kind of like a meta, I would say, if you run multiple engineers. One doing teleporters, the other doing speed or jump pads. So we have just started, so it's the red team here, so we're going to watch the engineer. I think it's Hexagon first, who does, he's too used to casual, so he actually has the Eureka effect to build a teleporter entrance and then switches the wrench. But actually in the balance mod, all teleporters cost 100 regardless of wrench. And then we have Sterling Ranga, who's putting up a speed pad. So this is a pretty good defense setup. Also works great on offense if you have multiple engineers. Because sometimes you don't really need to have two teleporters. So this is going to be a speed pad. You can see it's slightly smaller, but you'll see when it's active that it's a lot better. So what you do is, oh, there's me. So you take this thing, and then you step on the teleporter. That's how you do it. So normally what you would do is that you would probably angle this a bit better, so you'd have like the teleporter here and the speed pad in front of it, so you kind of always force people to stand on it. So we're just going to watch here, keep a focus on the engineer this time around. We still don't really know what to do with the Southern Hospitality. I mean, we do have the longer dispenser range, but nobody's really using it because like getting 20% less metal is actually pretty substantial. So we'll have to put on our thinking caps to see what else is going to happen. So, team composition-wise, we have the noisy demo man on blue. Gonna come out here. I'm rocking the Liberty Launcher, Mantreads, and Ham. So let's see here. We have E-Defeat just jumping around, going in with the pan, dice. Oh yeah, that's right, he did that the entire game. Coming out here. Ooh, low on health. So far, blue team hasn't really been able to push all that much. But they do have a spy. Is he some? Oh, he's not. He's still around somewhere. He's dead, actually. So then we have Hexagon working on the forward sentry, and then you have the backup sentry. Rob Stein. He was like Legolas in this game, getting these kills left and right. So here comes the cart. We have the forward sentry that's in front. Actually, this needs to be more backed up here. Let's see if Sterling decides to just leave it, or if it's like an expendable sentry or whatnot. Did he set up a second teleporter? Oh yeah, he actually set up another speed pad, but we do have teleporters, so that's actually a bit of a waste there when we do have the teleporters active. The speed pads would be much more useful here in the fray. So yeah, of course the sentry got moved or destroyed or something. Yeah, he moved it, moving it a bit further back. Looking like a pretty good defense here. Let's see here, so, oh, bombing coming in. The airstrike, of course, probably the... Oh, down he goes. Probably with the better sentry busting option for situations where you can't really stay and shoot at the sentry for too long. Uber coming in here. Human Shadow Pixels running the Natasha, being able to close the gap, but doesn't really have team to get backed off. They do move the cart a little bit forward, but they're taking a lot of damage here. You see red team's just looking pretty good. A lot of spam coming in, though. This is going to be hard to defend. I think yeah, Sterling Ranga is dead. This is his sentry. Hexagon tries to repair it, but here comes the Uber, and it's pretty good, and they manage to get a counter pop coming out. And this is Profi's going to be clearing up the cart here nice and easy. You have a spy sniper on the side here with the ambassador. Not really getting much, using the dead ringer, running away. Of course, that thing's actually good now here. So yeah, so if we go back to the engineers here, you can see that they're still holding somewhat. They have to rebuild, and now they're working on their stuff. But all this time, they have the speed pad teleporter in the back, and then we also have a speed pad. I think he moved it closer, so it's still out of the way, but for those who are not taking the teleporter, it will be good to get to the middle. Carts moving forward to Devilman in the front. This is going to be very difficult to deal with as an engineer. Defensive Uber coming in. Luke by himself, healing a spy. I was running past. Let's go look at see what can a spy do on the balance mod here. Pan 11. So he goes in. Oh, he takes the speed pad, saps it. He has the speed. What will he use the speed for? To sap with the worst possible sapper he can use and then run in and just fucking die. So, like, the red tape recorder is for throwing, not for sapping. Pan's like, red tape recorder doesn't work? Question mark? Yeah, I mean, you gotta stay up to date, bro. So, it's the one you throw. So about 60 seconds left on the clock, as you can see. Blue team, bit in a struggle. Points-wise, you can see that red team has a bit more points. Save, and then we told them like, oh, I throw it with reload. So that's kind of like a big hurdle as well, like people just playing with the stuff. Normally, when you play the balance mod, you can play just, you know, whatever you want, and you place just normal, but there's certain items that functions very differently. Like the red tape recorder, Vita Saw, all the syringes, stuff like that. Just the things you just have to know, basically. So there's always a bit of a learning curve, but people seem to be catching on quite quickly. Here comes a big push. Pyro coming in. Robson getting air blasted away by Ice Bear. Documentation guru that helps with the coding there. But it looks like there's going to be, like, if you look at the amount of blue here that's just crawling in, it's not going to be enough here to just stop it. We have an Uber from the red team, but we have Pyros here. If Robson is going to do something about that, a bit late, but that's fine. And now it looks like they're crumbling. Here comes the pub push. Blue coming in. Red team having to regroup further back. You see the medic dies. Bad soldier main. He's healing me, the good soldier, not main. I'm just laying in some splash damage there. You don't really have the sustain. Here comes the Uber's like, yeah, well, just try and hold the position. This is also very important in TF2, just occupying space and jumping on sentries and not picking up sandwiches and dying. But yeah, just holding the position, like staying in front of the enemies, you can just stay there and take the fight, and you don't really need to back out. So, especially in this situation, is really important because the engineers need time to abandon their guns. Sterling, you were supposed to be good this time, but you did it dumb. But now we just have, you know, the speed pads, on the secondary teleporter active. So that's also a bit of a challenge for engineers who wants to maximize their plays. Like, when do you run teleporter speed pads or just speed pads and jump pads? So here's like a good spot to have a jump pad to get back on the roof there. Here comes the spy here. Pan goes in, misses the stab. Oh, throws it. So an interesting thing about the thrown sapper is that if you sap something, you throw the sapper, and then the thrown sapper is over. The building is still going to be sapped, but it's going to be active. So that means you're basically sabotaging yourself. So don't sap then throw. You throw and then you kill the engineer, basically. Defensive Uber coming in. I'm on the beggar's bazooka. Trying to get something done here. Not a whole lot of presence from the blue team. Getting a bit owned as I get shot in the face by Jason! Jason! Stop killing me. So let's take a look at the engineers again. So they're setting up here on their first spawn. But I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. This essentially though is in a good spot, but it needs backup. It can't contain all of this by themselves. Nice work here by Ice Bear, distracting that heavy, but that sentry needs repair. Where is the engineer? He is not here, and it just dies. We have a lone, single, sad dispenser getting blown to bits, and we have the red team in a really bad spot here. As you can see that the blue team just kind of bum rushes in. We have a speed pad here, though. That's not going to be much use of anybody. You can see that the blue team is slowly but surely crawling forward. Cart is moving. And we kind of have to occupy and defend inside here. So let's see here. What does the here we go. Building sentry. That's gonna get destroyed. Like it's in the front by itself. It's not gonna last very long. You need to build behind your team. Mr. Pulse is gonna die to nothing because Hexagon's shotgun. And then he dies to that. Like you see that people are just dying left and right, basically. So here we have a teleporter that needs to be protected. Should really have a dispenser there too, I think. But we're fortifying a bit further back. There we go. He comes in. Yeah, then he moves it. Great job. It's probably gonna put it down along with the rest of the stuff. Carrying it for a long time. Let's see. It's gonna put it there. Yeah. It's gonna put it there. as they capture and the team gets the forward spawn. So we have level 3 here and eventually level 3 back there. So the engineers have been doing engineer stuff for quite some time here. Dispenser was in the front. So red team, able to defend a lot. Gas passer. Sure, the nerf isn't as devastating and easy to get kills with. I'm not sure if this was before or after the nerf here. Profi, taking a bit of damage, gonna have a bit of a snack while eating a bunch of bullets at the same time. I think he's gonna die here. Yep, he's dead. So here we have Luke, the medic, has a full Uber ready to go. At any point in time, they can just go in, so they just need to get their footing first. Then it gets disconnected, and the Uber from the other medic, Arn Tenant, it's gonna have to suffice for now. So good hold for red team for now. Like, blue hasn't been able to push the cart a lot. They have some people working the flank here, but they have to face me! And of course that's not gonna work, and they just die. We have Hexagon working on that dispenser. He has a really cool loadout. He's like the robot engineer for sure. Meanwhile, Demo Man coming in here really wants this sentry taken care of. It goes down. Double defensive Uber popped, which means that, oh, they also have a sentry on here, so we can't really push into the attacking side too much. Not that we want to. There we go. So I'm running the buff banner now, trying to give my team some buffs. And the forward sentry here for the engineer. Sterling Roger. Oh, no, sentry is gonna die. Yep. Down he goes. So here is buff banner popped. Everybody has the buff banner, but nobody is able to kill anything. So, well, double snipers in the back, both really weak. Oh, gets one of them. Oh, the second one is almost dead. Oh, misses the stick. Oh, will he get it this? Yes, gets it this time and then dies immediately to Dublin Boy. Blue team looks like able to recapture this flank area. Almost. Oh, shit, medic main. It's now a soldier. Shit, medic I am. Sorry, not main. There we go. He's just near the dispenser. So blue team struggling a bit to get forward. Yep, that's gonna kill you. Profi here with the medic. Probably gonna die as soon as the Uber's over. Oh, the air blast. I think the air blast saved him, but not for long. A Hernar with the headshot on Profi gets the kill. Let's see, what is the blue team doing here? So they have a medic, close Uber, gonna put on some pressure on this same side, which we seem to be battling back and forth. Seems to be a bit of a stalemate here. Blue team isn't really able, yeah, a bit of a jump too far in there by the soldier. I think that was Teneri, just jumping into the sentry fire and dying, but nice shot there by Jason, picking off the medic, and here comes the Uber, and there's nothing really to stop this. Most of the, yeah, all of the both the pyros died, and they can just waltz right in here. Nice stab there by me! I forgot I went spy this game. And then, oh, I died. So, there we go, and still holding. So the cart moved a little bit, but they weren't able to occupy the ground here. Let's see, it's just Jason here, now on the heavy. Two heavies coming in here. Yeah, they're just gonna have to back out. There's too much splash damage down in that little ditch. And we still have that active teleporter. Let's see, so during this time also we have like, normally you want these to switch to have the speed pad before the teleporter. But it seems to be working fine. People can pick if they want to teleport out or just take the scenic route. Maybe you meet a spy or something. Speaking of spies, am I still a spy? Let's see, where am I? Am I dead? Oh, there I am. I remember me fucking with some engineers back here. So let's see what I'm doing, because that's really important. So I shoot down. Yeah, I was using the revolver here and doing a lot of stuff. So let's see. So, yeah, there we go. And then, of course, just healing back up. And then see if I can get a stab on the next guy taking the teleporter. Decide to not to. Just going to destroy it. Put the sapper on. I mean, it's going to destroy it, but it's going to take a while. And then I think I die here. Nope. Yes. No, actually. I survive! Ho, the spy in the back. Alright, so the teleporter's deactivated. We're behind enemy lines. We're a bit fucked. So let's see if we can get a stab. So let's see. I'm disguised as a demo man, but I'm running pretty fast because I'm using the spy sprint. Get the stab! Fifi, if you ever wonder how I did that stab, he's like, what? And that's how I did it. Anyway, that's enough of me doing spy shit. Let's look at the defense here. So now, There's really no point in having teleporters in this very last spot, so here you should go for just quadruple speed pad, maybe a jump pad down there, but keep in mind spies can use it as well, so you gotta be wary. Giving yourself more mobility allows the enemy spy to get more mobility too. So, not a whole lot of red, because they're mostly, some of them are dead. Engineers have to really be working together. Yeah, double level 1 sentry, I'm not sure if that's gonna work, but unless there's... Doesn't look to be too much pressure for the blue team. You can see, yeah, I think that one, yeah, that 1 sentry is dead. So the engineers should just really work on 1 sentry at a time. So yeah, hexagon, have a dispenser up. Looks like they're slowly but surely gonna muster a defense here. So there we go. Sterling Raga has this. Speed pad's very useful for running back into spawn to get the medal. It's gonna work on this, get this to level 3. Blue team, there's a whole, oh, look at all the blue! And look at all the red that's dead. Trying to defend, here comes an Uber. Yeah, it's gonna be really tough to stop. The great air blast though, coming out of Nurse. Pyro, but I think this is gonna be too much for red team to handle. Looks like it. I mean, there's only a couple of guys left. I mean, we have 1 heavy with 21 health, and he's dead. So we have a sentry here. I don't think the sentry will actually shoot the cart. No, it's actually a bit too far back. So we have an Uber coming in here. This sentry needs to move. Yep, there we go. Sterling Raga puts it in the front. And now someone should just stand in front of it and let's go to the sentry cam. Beep beep. Beep beep. Oh, let's see. Oh, he moves it again. Gonna put it up there. Yeah, that's a really obnoxious spot to have the sentry. So he's just putting it there. Has a dispenser. How many NGs do they have? Yeah, it's only 1 NG now. So he only has 1 speed pad. The other one is not yet built because it's busy with the teleporter. Yeah, there we go. Speaking of which, putting down a speed pad on the other side. So now you have speed pads on both sides. Very, very useful in this very last hold. Really no point in using teleporters at all. So it seems like the aggression from the blue team has died down a little. See, you can see that some of them died. Yeah, there's because we're doing a big counter push, that's why. So, not gonna be able to do much with this. Soldier jumps in, gets the medic though. Shit medic main, kills the other medic and then dies to the sentry, but that is absolutely worth it. Pad, maybe I suck. Yeah, a lot of people who come from casual and think they're good, and then they play on the balance mod with like ex-competitive players, realize that their playstyle is maybe not so good. Because people on the balance mod are pretty good. They play to win, you know. They want the stats, they want the points, they want the glory. So we have a lone heavy here. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to do much, so he just backs out of there with the gloves are running urgently. Cart's dangerously close, getting pushed. Sentry has been destroyed and rebuilt and moved. It's actually defending pretty well here, so you just gotta reinforce the sentry. Yeah, nice work there, taking out that soldier boy. And yeah, this guy's dead. Oh, Uber coming in. No, oh yeah. And there you go, pushed it in. And that's gonna be the game. So that was the State of Balance mod. Just thought I'd get the video out there. Can end it with our, I thought that was a high five, George Lucas. Anyway, join the Discord for all kinds of announcements and Steam group as well. Links in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.